Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. This is my personal YouTube channel. My desire is to bring forward and share my healing journey through the disease of addiction, while also sharing the medicine wheel and the cosmic map of being able to walk the red road of sacred sobriety. And today, it's one of those days of deep grief. I'm really struggling, and I can feel the old ways of thinking, those old crooked roots of finding something to use so that it doesn't hurt, so that this grief that's crawling through my bones but won't arrive at the surface gets squished and numbed out, and the anger, the hot anger of what this disease does to us as people and families. It's one of the cruelest diseases, and there are many, that take lives, destroy families, cause great harm to communities, and we can't seem to end the epidemic of loss and overdose. So today I found out that a sister friend who'd been on and off the red road lost her life, and her children lost their mother, and her partner lost his mate. And it's difficult. It's really difficult. And these are the times where the red road really makes a difference for me, where it helps me to understand that when I lean into a power greater than myself, like today I'm powerless over my friend and what happened, but I am aligned with my higher power. I can offer up prayers. I can continue to walk in a good medicine way so that those coming along may reach a place she couldn't find. That the more I share my story, the more I share my experience, the more I show up here to share what's going on, the more opportunity I have to possibly contribute to someone's life and their recovery. I'm standing in a parking lot. There's not enough light in my car. And I wanted to make this video today. I wanted to make it because her life was important. I watched her struggle for so many years. I remember one time advocating for her, and I was hanging on to her because she was shaking so badly before we went into the meeting. And she said to me, I'm on the highest dose of antidepressants, and I still can't end the pain. And that's when she admitted to me that she had been reaching for alternatives at the street level, because her doctor and those that she was leaning into in the service sector weren't able to understand, and she kept being judged for failing, because that happens to those of us that are struggling within this modern society that deems us addicts as we did it to ourselves or we deserve it. And these vehicles in this parking lot and me trying to get this message out reminds me of what it's like when we're first coming in, when we're first finding our way to the 12-step program and the red road. It's confusing. It's scary. It's so difficult. And the noise and the harshness of seeking when we're in so much pain and so much confusion. So I haven't gone to her funeral. I'm just feeling really, really lost and sad. But I don't want the answer that the disease is telling me will work. I don't want to fall down, especially because it doesn't honor her life at all. I want I want to show up here again today. I want to tell you that there are many, many blessings in sacred sobriety. And one of them is the gift of finding out who you really are, discovering the person beneath your skin, allowing those unborn parts that had to be squished in order to survive a society that it's sick. She had a great laugh. She taught me how to walk in high heels. Swing your hips, girl. Swing your hips. She worked so hard for her family. And so much was up against her all her life. She came from a place and a time where genocide had been practiced upon the people, and residential school and its long, long tentacles touched her family's life. And she hurt. She really, really hurt. And often the mental health was so intense. And people didn't understand that either. And they wanted to blame her. And the stories, and the gossip, and the judgment. And then one day, he came and he held her. He came and he listened to her and he liked her. Like, he really liked her. And he brought with him alternatives that were too strong for her little body. She really liked him. And she didn't have to be alone anymore, because single parenting is the ultimate quest. And I've had those feelings and I've had those experiences, and it's not easy. The loneliness of single parenting, the struggling with addiction, the facing a community that doesn't really understand my experience and what I'm doing, and how dialed down and defensive I am, because I'm always tired, fatigued, low-resourced, and having to navigate a landscape of services brought on by people who don't know my experience or have never lived it. And a lot of harm came to her family. A lot of harm that I found out today. And so I've lit a candle. I offer up prayers every moment I think about her. I bow to the pain, I bow to the grief. I pray I can honor her journey. And I invite each and every one of you today to hold yourselves gently, to be kind and compassionate as you walk towards the healing and the miracle that you are, and all that waits for you on the other side, because it's worth it. You're worth it. And when we come to this place, what we're actually able to do is remember that we aren't separate. Remember that we are worthy of our dreams. To embrace ourselves as our own best friends. To accept ourselves for who we are right here, right now, today. To be grateful for who we are and the courage we have to walk the red road, to cut the cycle of this disease, to stand up to the ignorance that people have around the disease of addiction. To know that you are loved and cared for, and that I welcome you. I welcome you home to the 12-step program of sacred sobriety. I welcome you to the red road, where community awaits to embrace you and welcome you and remind you that you are worthy. You are wanted. You are cherished. And you are chosen. For this is a strong medicine walk. This is not a trip to Walmart or ride on the back of someone's bicycle. It's a life-threatening, incurable, fatal illness. And many, many people don't understand that. So I raise my hands to each and every one of you that have joined me here today, and I thank you for the gift of your time and attention and accepting. There's the bell. I wish you many blessings and much light. Hi, all my relations. Matakiasu.